Alright, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We gonna make a YouTube video, like just recording, no streaming, no way we gonna do it this way. We're about to just make a straight video on this. Yo, we have to talk about the Demon Slayer movie. Oh my god, is my what's it called that loud? Y'all can. Damn. Shit, my shit kind of loud. Alright, bro. We gotta talk about the Demon Slayer movie now. Spoilers. I'm letting you know right now. If you haven't seen the movie, click off this video until you go watch the movie. Save this and go save this until the movie comes out, or until you got the money to go see the movie. Or feel me? There's other options too. Can't get banned on here. But we're gonna talk about the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie, bro. Now I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. If I had to rank this, let's leave the ranking for the end. Was this movie good? Yes or no? This movie was fire. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this movie was actually fire. But I don't know, me personally, I had issues. Now I feel like with the Demon Slayer movie, it was great. Animation was fucking beautiful. Let's just leave that at hand. Animation was fucking beautiful. Bro, they did the CGI perfect, my nigga. I think this might have been the best CGI I've ever seen in a fucking anime movie. Let Demon Slayer cook. Everybody else take notes. JJK, if you're watching, take notes. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Dragon Ball low-key, the Dragon Ball superhero movie. I mean, it had some good CGI. I'm not gonna shit on it. But every other fucking TV show, anime series, take notes, bro. The Demon Slayer movie set the standard for what CGI should look like inside a fucking anime. I'm not gonna lie. The whole scene where everything's changing the minute they land inside the Infinity Castle and the floors are just everything's just CGI. It was just perfect, bro. It was CGI. You can't even tell. It looked the CGI looks so much advanced more than animation. I'm not even bullshitting you. I would not be mad if an anime really learns how to use CGI. They could adapt that into just peak, bro. But I'm pretty sure Demon Slayer and no other fucking studio has it like Demon Slayer though. The funding, the marketing, all that. Hopefully, whatever studio Demon Slayer came from, they need to sit back and work on another anime after this. I'm not gonna lie. CGI was perfect though. I'm not gonna lie to you. The CGI was perfect. Now when we talk about the fights was fucking amazing, my nigga. Each fight was raw as fuck. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I had an issue, but it's not really an issue. It's more of a pet peeve, in my opinion. The first fight is with the what's her name? The girl Hashira's name. We gotta find out her name right now. Chat. Hold on, y'all. Somebody keeps parking a fucking car outside. That shit loud as fuck. Hold on, bro. What's the name of the girl Hashira, bro? We looking her up right now. Girl Hashira from Demon Slayer. Kocho. Kocho. Hashira Kocho. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Seeing her get packed up, I was fucking sad. I'm not even gonna lie to you. She got packed up, and knowing that she can avenge her sister, my nigga, broke my heart. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. That shit broke my heart, my nigga. I really thought that she was gonna get in the mix, and my nigga, she was gonna throw down. She went out bad, bro. She went out bad, and I'm kind of mad because she got packed up within 20 minutes. You know how Demon Slayer likes to drag on their fights, where in the seasons, they fight for at least 5 to 6 episodes. Like, Demon Slayer really knows how to drag out a fight, and it does not get boring at all throughout the whole fight. I feel like with the movie, they had to rush up that fight because, obviously, the movie's sake. But it's like, damn, dog. I had to rush up the fight. Now, we're going to get to the backstories, too. The backstories was not bad. I only had one complaint about the backstories. We won't get to it, though. The backstories with her was not bad. It was actually great. It felt like right after the fight, it was perfect to just throw that backstory in there. Let's get that out the way. Finding out what happened to her sister was perfect. Finding out like they give you everything that's leading up for this fight, so you're ready. And even in death, they give a great backstory. I'm mad that bitch ass nigga did not die. I forgot what upper moon is he? He's not the third. Is he the fourth? He's not the second. He can't be the second. Is he the fourth? He has to either be the fourth or the. Y'all gotta give me grace, bro. I'm currently editing this down right now. This is an edited DJ, y'all. Give me grace, bro. I did not watch Demon Slayer within the past 3 years. You gotta understand, Demon Slayer took fucking forever to come out with the movie or come out with another season. I'm currently in the process of not even watching. I'm about to reread Demon Slayer's manga. I read the manga, so I know a little bit about what's going on. But no, this is the edited version, y'all. I finished Demon Slayer. I actually read it and finished it. When I tell you, we are barely scratching the surface of this arc, bro. You might have felt like a lot of crazy shit happened, bro. We just scratched the surface. This, imagine this phone is the arc. Nigga, we are here. We are here within the arc. So it's like, I don't like, feel me? I don't know how to really feel more so. Like, I don't think it was trash. I don't think any of it was trash. It was great, but it was just like, I kept warning you throughout the whole movie. Are they going to rush the fuck out this movie because it's in movies? And I'm not gonna lie, they did not rush the movie. And I'm kind of happy. Y'all niggas did not rush the movie, bro. So shit was good there. But my only ish, like, all right, what else happened? Or what else had happened after? After we get past the death, we get into another fight. I don't even know. I have not. You gotta understand, Demon Slayer. If niggas that's been waiting, I read Demon Slayer and finished it before the 4th season even came out. Before we even got to the Hashira training arc, is when I finished Demon Slayer. So it's like, I wasn't expecting, or I wasn't remembering this brand new character that that's how we say his name. I'm not good with the names, bro. Zenitsu, the one with the lightning, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I did not know. I feel like they added that nigga to the movie. I don't remember him fighting him inside the movie. And to find out that this whole time when they fought, he's fighting this. He's basically, Zenitsu was trained by his master. Everybody remembers his master from the first season. He gets trained by his, or I'm not gonna say master, but his sensei. He gets trained by his sensei from the first season. We all remember him, right? Now, I'm not gonna lie. It was boxing. We always found out that he was always he only known the first breathing technique. That was all he was good for. But to find out that he had how would he say it, a rival? He had a rival. So this whole time, while his apprentice or his sensei was teaching him, he also had a rival that was teaching the other person. I forgot. I'm not good with the names, y'all. But I'm not good with the names. If you watch the movie, you know who I'm talking about. So they had sat here and boxed. I'm not gonna lie. They were sitting here and boxing, and I had no clue he had a rival to even begin with. We come to find out that he knows all the breathing techniques. He knows breathing technique from 2 to the last breathing technique for lightning. And we find out that Zenitsu only knows 1. But it's great to see how, I like how they like I said, they go back to the backstories. Before we even get into the fights, or like in the middle of the fight, we get hit with another backstory telling us like, dog, whole time they have been rivals with each other. But then we end up finding out that, yes, Zenitsu did not know how to use every other breathing technique. But at the same time, though, your first breathing technique, or breathing technique 1, is your most important breathing technique throughout the whole, every single breathing technique you have. 1 is the most important. It's like the base. Like, it's like the bread and butter. Like, without learning the first one, every other one is kind of useless. And I low-key found that. I'm glad that they added that. That is fire. I gotta give that to them. That is fucking fire, my nigga. Hold on, I'm wrong, but we gotta clap that up for them niggas. That was fire, bro. That was fire. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate that they thrown that in there. And to find out that this whole time throughout that backstory, his first technique, or we see that Zenitsu his whole life, he had basically, like, he always felt bad because he did not know, or we just known that just from the previous seasons. He always felt bad because he could not learn every other breathing technique. But come to find out in the backstory, everybody that was taught by his sensei knows that the first one is the most important one. And his rival didn't even know how to use the first one, but he had the biggest ego because he knew all of them. Whole time he was looking like a dumbass. The whole town was clowning this nigga because he did not know how to use every other breathing technique. And they were all saying the first one was the most important. And it's crazy to see that Zenitsu was so much of a humble ass, real ass nigga. He low-key might be my favorite nigga inside the verse. He was so much of a humble ass behind Rengoku, of course. I'm not gonna lie, Rengoku is that dog. That was that boy. They killed him too early. But we come to find out, he sat here and was protecting his rival. I forget his name, y'all. I'm gonna put his name on screen. We find out that he was protecting his rival this whole time. This whole time that they were going back and forth. And his rival had the biggest ego because he knew every other breathing technique but the first one. But he thought shit was sweet. So he thought everything was just fine. So it comes to find out he's been protecting him this whole time. And now that they finally get to face off with each other, now we have that piece of info, And when they faced off against each other, it was just like, damn. So Zenitsu was stronger than this upper moon demon this whole fucking time? Zenitsu's really that cold? And then to end it off, he learns the 7th tech. Well, I don't know if he always knew, but he that 7th technique was strong as fuck, and he hits him with the 7th technique. You always know he spams his thunderclap. Hey, thunderclap OP as fuck. Y'all gotta give it that. Hey, Zenitsu that dogs. Thunderclap was hard as fuck. Dumbs to find out that he sat here and used the 7th technique that we thought he didn't know nothing about, and finishes the job. That was peak, my nigga. That was peak. It was peak. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all have it. That's y'all boys. Y'all, Demon Slayer did well on that. Now, we jump into another fight. Another fight that we started getting. Let me backtrack just a little bit, because y'all know a lot of y'all already watched the movie. We know that bro, goddamn, I have not watched Demon Slayer, and I have not watched. I should have low key got like a recap or something. But like, how's niggas supposed to remember? Who's the dogs from the first season with the abilities with the eyeballs when they fought the demon with the ball and he was able to use the eyes, bro? We find out basically everybody has crows. You already know how the crows follow each Hashira or Demon Slayer, based like whatever you could call whatever. They follow each one of them around. Comes to find out they're all taped with the little eyes, so they're able to tell like where each demon is. And they have like a whole nother station room where they're able to just see the aura of where each demon was. And like if they had a brighter aura, it was a upper moon, because only the upper moons had brighter auras. So we end up finding out, and we end up switching over to Tanjiro and Gairu. Is that how you say his name? Yo, I'm gonna go with the names, bro. Demon Slayer got it, bro. Tanjiro, I barely got Tanjiro down. So Gairu, I'm guessing is his name. We switch over to them, and as it is, they're just running through. They end up running into Akaza, my nigga. Yes. They end up running into that nigga Akaza. And it's rap. I thought it was raps. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was raps. Now, this, I feel like the Akaza fight is where shit kind of dropped for me. At first, I had shit out of 10 out of 10 the whole way through. Akaza fight is where shit kind of dropped for me. Now, the fight, peak. I'm talking about peak. Mind you, the whole movie, soundtrack's amazing, my nigga. Amazing. I promise you, the soundtrack for each fight is amazing. Akaza fight, the fights in general was just so fucking gas. Peak. We're only 3 fights in. 3. The Affinity arc has so much heat behind it. 3 though. So we get into the Akaza fight, and yes, bro, they get to boxing. We find out Tanjiro ends up getting tapped into his son. Or if you guys don't, I don't want to spoil. I feel like I shouldn't spoil because this is. But y'all know, this is the sun breathing. He taps into his sun breathing mark. So, because I read the manga, y'all. So, he taps into his sun breathing mark. He finally unlocks his pattern. He's able to see transparent. He basically was the only nigga in the verse that's able to be Akaza. Basically, he's the only nigga in the verse that could do it. Why? Because we find out that Akaza's power is the ability to sense killing intent. Like, if you try to come at him, he could see battle. He could basically see your fighting spirit. He can see fighting spirit, and he can never be caught off guard. But we find out that Tanjiro has the ability to just be so completely transparent that he doesn't give off no killing intent when they fight. He doesn't give off anything. It's like Akaza was fighting a tree. He wasn't able to predict the moves of what he had going. He wasn't able to tell what was going on. It's like he was fighting blind. He had no basically sense or awareness of what was going on. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't know how y'all feel about this. I really don't care, because let's just be honest. Tanjiro was way faster than Akaza that whole fight. I don't care. That nigga could have, honestly, if he did not have that fighting spirit demon art, bro, Akaza would have got blitzed. I'm not even bullshitting you. This nigga Tanjiro was able to see every single attack and was able to dodge, bro. He was able to dodge every attack. And this is before he even popped up with the transparent. I'm not gonna lie. It was Tanjiro and Gairu jumping the fuck out that nigga. Casual anime acts. Niggas stay getting jumping anime. Only in anime, my nigga, will niggas accept a 5v1, a 6v1, nigga, a 2v1. They were jumping the fuck out this nigga. I'm not gonna lie. And Akaza was holding his own because he wasn't able to be caught off guard. I'm not gonna lie to you. But he was fast, but he had the ability of adapting, basically. It doesn't matter how fast you were or how much stronger you were than Akaza. He's able to adapt to your speed. He's able to adapt to your battle presence and your battle sense. So it didn't matter. It was like Picture it like this. I have a circle around me, right? If you enter my circle, I am now relative to you. That's the best way to explain it. His demon art had the ability to anything that gets within his meter or his little circle. It was like this little ice thing. I don't know how to really explain it. It was this little icicle thing. If you got within that if you got with literally with one step within it, nigga, he could automatically adapt to how fast you're going, how strong you are. He was able to adapt. So yes, my nigga was OP. He was broken, my nigga. I'm not gonna lie, Akaza is broken as fuck. That nigga was on his Brawly shit. He was on his Maharaga shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. So you had seen, bro, this nigga was able to adapt to everything. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. It still felt like to me when I was watching the fight, Tanjiro was just so much faster. Before he even got the sun curse mark ability, the nigga was able to just dodge everything. But then we find out within that same fight though, some of the dodges he was already acting transparent. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the best way to explain transparent for anybody that hasn't or anybody that doesn't understand yet, think of like Ultra Instinct Goku. Like, nigga, his body moves on its own. His body fights on its own. Kinda. And it's a way like that. I low-key feel like it was like a watered down version of Ultra Instinct. I'm not gonna lie. No killing intent was shown. It was like literally his body. It was like they tried to explain it like his body's blinking. Like when you blink your eyes, you're not really forcing it. Like your body can naturally do it without you actually like telling your body to blink. Now, imagine that just for fighting. He didn't have to really do anything. Like his brain wasn't I can't speak. Damn, my nigga. His brain wasn't signaling. Bro, we gonna leave that word. His brain wasn't able to send out messages, bro, to the rest of his body. His own body had its own mind. On some Ultra Instinct Goku shit. No cap. That's basically what it was. Ultra Instinct Goku shit. It was a copy. I'm not gonna lie. Them niggas, I'm trying to tell you, Dragon Ball's that influential. I'm trying to tell niggas. Dragon Ball's a GOAT. Y'all niggas try to talk about Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball this, nigga. Dragon Ball is inspiring brand new animes to this day. To this day. And we ain't gonna make this about Dragon Ball, but that literally was what that sun curse mark was, bro. It literally was Ultra Instincts, my nigga. His body was able to react on its own without giving out any noticeable intent or any, like, I don't know how to explain it. His body was just, it's its own thing. And that's why it was like he was fighting a tree. Now, the fight was intentionally fire. We end up seeing that they end up killing Akuza because of that, because he literally could not react to Tanjiro at all. His ability couldn't react off of Tanjiro. He was basically a fucking invisible to the nigga. So my only issue was, alright, after his head gets cut off, this is where I feel like, personally, shit took a left turn. We get hit with Akuza's backstory, my nigga. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was 10 out of 10 fire, my nigga. Fire, my nigga. I don't want to get too into detail because, bro, I'm not gonna get too into detail about Akaza's backstory because, bro, why the fuck is this nigga's backstory an hour and like 25 minutes of the whole movie? That is my only concern about the whole shit. His shit was an hour and a half, I promise you, of just talk about what he went through. I mean, it was fire. Don't get me wrong, it was fire, bro. But I read the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle arc. This is they kept saying it over and over again within this movie that this is the final battle. There is like everything they trained for, the hundreds of years, 1,000 years, all the Demon Slayers that came before them, this is what it's all leading up to. And I already read it, and I know how many crazy fights there is. There's a lot of crazy shit that happens in this arc. And I feel like we just scratched surface because half the movie was this fucking backstory. Now, don't get me wrong, it was good. It was a great, everything made sense. Shit was sad. I'm gonna just give you a quick nigga DJ breakdown on fucking Akaza, the Akuza the thief, my nigga. Akuza the theft, the I don't know what other word you could get for theft, my nigga. But the nigga was looting niggas' bodies. The nigga was looting niggas. So we find out, bro, he ends up stealing to feed his dad. He always steals to feed his dad. He gets caught. He gets beaten by the whole town. Finds out his dad was just so depressed to a point because he kept getting caught. His dad basically ended himself in the most, I don't even know if I can say that way on YouTube, But yeah, bro, his dad went out bad, bro. And honestly, it was just like, damn. All right, Akuza's dad, already as it is, you see how fucked over his life was. So then you seen he had basically had nobody. He didn't took out that same rage on basically the rest of the town. Comes to find out his sensei comes out. I forgot his name. It was, I forgot his name. But we gonna rewatch the movie in 40x, my nigga. Don't trip. We will be rewatching this movie at least 2 to 3 times. I have to. It's a must. So we end up finding out that his dad, or not his dad, his sensei, he finds a sensei, and his sensei gets called into the town because he's basically causing a ruckus. He thought that a kid was about to be killed because he kept stealing. So he's coming to save him. Whole time, this nigga knocked out 6 niggas. This nigga clearing niggas. I mean, what can we expect? Akuza is a dog. I'm not gonna lie, he probably is my favorite villain within the verse. He is my favorite villain within the verse. He's a dog, bro. But my only issue about the shit was, dog, it was an hour and a half. We missed out on so many fights. But I mean, they're saying they're gonna finish the Demon Slayer arc with movies now. But I just feel like the whole backstory thing, all that, I feel like this movie could have just been left at a season. We could have left it at another season, bro. If we left it at another season of just Demon Slayer and then jumped into the movies, I would not be mad. But damn, it's like, damn, niggas gotta survive now until the next movies. It's bad. Niggas do gotta survive until the next movies now. Now, I feel like the Demon Slayer series, the end is going to be at least 4 movies, bro. I promise you, it's going to be at least 4 movies. I don't think Demon Slayer will be done until 2030. Dead ass. Hopefully, they got to working on the next movie immediately after they finished the first movie. But it's not looking so good so far. It's looking like we're really about to get straight movies. And if that be the case, yeah, that is fine. That kind of like throws out the whole backstory being that long. But I just feel like that was kind of crazy because when I read the manga, yes, it's a great backstory, but dog, over an hour. But at least to me, it felt like it was over an hour. That backstory was so fucking long. Like, it was so fucking long. I feel like if we had did this in an anime, it would have at least been, 6 to 7 episodes? At most. For sure. This shit would have been at least 6. Honestly, the whole beginning of this movie could have just been, or this whole movie could have just been 10 to 15 episodes. I promise y'all. From each fight, yeah, it could have been at least 10 to 15 episodes. And I feel like it would have been better off as a season. I feel like this Demon Slayer movie was more of a cash grab than them truly getting out the full story of the Infinity Castle. Now, I do fuck with it though. Like, I'm gonna keep telling you over and over again, I do fuck with the backstories, but it was just dragged out so long. Now, look, the fights, perfect. Animation, perfect. The storytelling was perfect. Soundtrack was perfect. Like Demon Slayer, they get their props for this. They get their props for this. I'm not gonna lie. They get their props. I ain't gonna lie. We ain't finished telling the backstory of Akuza, but I'm trying to tell you, it's so long. Like, we find out he was finna have a sister, or not. He was not gonna have a sister, but he was taking care of his sensei's. I don't know who the girl was to the sensei. I think it was like somebody else close to him. I don't know if it was his daughter, but it was somebody else really close to him though. But we end up finding out, feel me, Daryl's gonna get married. She was sick the whole time. So after he lost his dad, he was taken in by his sensei, and he was training with her and also taking care of the girl. We end up finding out they get married. They were gonna get married. Shit was just going good for him. He had his sensei watching over him. He was gonna take over the dojo. His sensei gave the dojo to him. He was gonna get married. Everything was going good. And then he gets his water poison. The nigga has the whole spree of water just fucking poison. And it was low-key sad. I really felt bad. Cause this nigga grew up, and every single time he was finally doing good with himself, or he grew up not having shit, basically. He grew up his whole life stealing, grew up his whole life trying to just get out the way, trying to get it for his dad, protect his father at the end of the day. To find out that, dog, he had to go out bad. He ends up stealing. He ends up, feel me, just bad his whole beginning of his life. He ends up getting over that to the second part of his life where it's like, all right, he's starting over again. He's about to finally get married. All this happens, poison. His family or his wife gets poisoned. His sensei gets poisoned. He loses them now. So now he has fucking nobody. I don't know what town it was. I don't remember the exact town. Like I said, I will have to do it. I'm about to rewatch that shit probably tonight. But he literally had a whole town against this nigga. It was only 3 of them. He had a valid reason to crash out. I'm not gonna lie. He had the most valid reason to crash out. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. His reason to crash out was so valid, and his reason, I feel like his reason to become a demon was the best. Bro, he had to be the best reason to become a demon within the whole series. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta give that. That shit was perfect too. I'm not gonna lie. His reason to become a demon was literally perfect. His whole life literally did not have shit, so it made sense why he finally was just like, fuck it. Like, even when he converted to a demon, he did not give a fuck. He was just so over everything that he didn't went through that it was just like, all right. But you know, when you become a demon, your mind, all your memories get wiped. So all his quest was just to get stronger, which we know of now from previous seasons. Yeah, we did have that happen. My only issue was I just feel like it was so long. Like, y'all, I feel like it really could have been a season. It felt like a season. It really felt like I was watching a shorter version of a season, dog. It did not feel like for a final battle, for this to be the final arc, it needed to be more. Now, yes, if they're going to continue the pace on like this, and it's going to work like this, I really do believe Demon Slayer is going to end off with at least 4 moves. No, maybe 5. Because the final battle arc against Muzan is even crazier, and that's a lot of chapters. So it might end up becoming 5. That's a lot of backstories to track up on. You know they about to go crazy on Muzan. You still got the Upper Moon 2, Upper Moon 1. I'm pretty sure 4 is still alive. I don't know what other Upper Moons are alive, bro. A lot of them are getting murked, but a lot of them are still alive too. So the movie was overall, it was fire. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta give it like 4 to 5 stars. I'm not gonna lie, 4 to 5 stars. Shit was damn near perfect. I just feel like if the backstory was not that long, it would have had it, bro. Now that's the Demon Slayer movie. We gonna rewatch it again, bro. I'm probably gonna give y'all more reviews. Let me know if y'all want to see more reviews on just movies, bro. I think I might start doing this, just reviewing movies and dropping videos, y'all. Let me know if y'all want to see more, bro. I'm finna click off here. We finna just, yeah, y'all pay attention to the YouTube because we finna go live pretty soon. We gotta react to the new Eagles game. We gotta react to some brand new content. It's a lot of stuff that's out. I'm dropping brand new content too from the Mafia-thons. Y'all make sure y'all go check the channel, bro. But I appreciate y'all boys that stopped by, bro. W Demon Slayer, bro. Honestly, W Demon Slayer, bro. W fucking studio. What's the studio of Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer Studio. We gotta see Demon Slayer Studio. Mappa did Demon Slayer? Oh no. Demon Slayer is animated by Ufotable. Let me just show y'all. Ufotable. I don't know how to say the studio, but the shit was good, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all niggas know how to do, and y'all know how to do CGI. Y'all did CGI, the best CGI I've ever seen from anime. Y'all niggas have it. I'm talking about this shit was perfect with the CGI. I feel like new animes, y'all have to take notes. If we want to do CGI, take notes, dog. That shit was perfect. But that's the wrap up of the Demon Slayer review. I appreciate anybody that stopped by. Like if you like this video, like up, share it with your friend. We can share. If we keep sharing, we gonna grow. We only been in this for like 2 months now. It's like 2 months consistent, but we just started this year, y'all. So I feel like we're growing. We already at what 100 and something subs. We finna hit 200. We gonna be on the way to 1,000 soon. That's a good 1,000 bow wow. Not gonna lie, that's a good 1,000 bow wow. I'm finna give y'all more reviews on. Let me know if y'all want more anime reviews too, bro. I love anime, bro. I love anime. Been watching DBZ since I watched DBZ before I was even on SpongeBob, my nigga. Let that sink in. I was on anime before I was even on any other cartoon as a little ass boy. A little ass boy. Yes, bro. I love anime, bro. I love seeing niggas scrap. So let me know if y'all niggas want more anime content. Let me know if y'all niggas want more reviews, bro. We could give y'all so much more. I could drop so much more. I have so many anime games. I have so much. Y'all let me know, bro. I fuck with anime heavy. I think I'm still gonna drop anyway. But let me know. Suggest in the comments what else you want to see. And let me know if you want to see more movie reviews too. Now we finna go live on the stream. So if you is in here, make sure you check out the stream. Make sure you check out and make sure you check out the YouTube too. Follow me on all my socials. I appreciate all y'all boys. We gonna grow. I love y'all boys, bro. We up out of here.